Week 2 of dry January, or in my case, damp January. And because my body is telling me anytime I decide to make it just a wee bit damp, to lay off and push back and hold off until you have firmly cemented your new habits in place here for the new year. So we're going to make another mocktail today. It's not really a mocktail as much as it is sort of a quite popular drink in Colombia. It is called Limonada de Coco. Now, if I were speaking Portuguese, you got to be really careful how you say coco because the accent in the front or the accent in the back, it matters because one means coconut and the other means caca. But anyway, here we are. Limonada de Coco. And all you need to make this recipe, honestly, is some coconut cream of coconut. I know Real makes a really great brand. This is Savoy coconut cream, but coconut cream, okay? So in other words, this is not a light drink. And if you're doing dry January strictly to lose weight, which I have in the past, and it hasn't worked, this won't be the drink for you. Or I guess you could use coconut milk. Maybe that would be good, and a light coconut milk. But we're going all in with the coconut cream. You just need a cup of that. You're going to need like 2.5 cups of ice. It's really kind of like almost like a blended daiquiri or a pina colada. I mean, you could probably use frozen pineapple and the coconut milk or coconut cream, and that would be equally delicious. And I know like it's snowing and blizzards and cold rain and cold everywhere in every corner of the USA, but I figured we're going to practice escapism and the power of the mind. So again, you're going to need 1 cup. This will make 2 drinks. 1 cup of coconut cream. You need the limes or juices, the juice of 3 limes, okay? Which, depending on who you believe, could be anywhere from 2 teaspoons per lime to 2 tablespoons. So again, you're just going to have to play with it to your own liking. I'm going to use some simple syrup light, but it does call for some simple syrup or a sweetener, maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons. And we're just going to try to cut those calories, by God, any way we can. And then ice. And as far as tools go, I'm going to use measuring spoons to measure out my lime juice because she has already been squeezing. Can opener. Obviously, you need a blender, a good blender that has something that can cut through ice cubes. I've got all the ice here in my ice bucket. Measuring cup, because you always want to measure liquids in a cup, right? Not in those cups. Those are for dry essentials and dry goods. And you know what? I mean, part of the ritual of drinking is, in fact, the ritual, or it's like a fancy glass or something that you enjoy drinking out of. I know I'm very particular about what I put my cocktails in or even my wine in. I just like a great glass, okay? Great glassware. Doesn't have to be anything super fancy or expensive, but they make something like this. This is like break resistant glass. And in my case, that happens to be a huge benefit because I've broken tons of glasses. But I think we're going to use the martini glass here today. And I do have a couple of fresh limes because we're going to garnish it with a little lime, but it's so easy. You can make everything in a blender. You're just going to blend it all up until it's smooth. And let's just put the ice in first. Alrighty. And since it's just me, I'm going to use my hand. We just need like 2.5 cups of ice. This is a 9-cup blender. And don't worry about being so particular for crying out loud. Okay. And let's see. Put this aside. We're going to do the coconut cream next, and we only need a cup of that. This is, I think, 14 ounces? Okay, so a cup, 8 ounces. If only it were 16 ounces, we could definitely use all of it for a little weekend beverage. Okay, and I'm going to put, it's going to be nice and frosty. Nice to, I don't know, cuddle up. I mean, if you want to make this boozy too, by the way, you can absolutely do that by just adding, I say, 1.5 to 2 ounces of your favorite white rum to each cocktail. So let's see. Let's go with, I don't know. Let's go somewhere in between a tablespoon. So I'm going to put, I guess 3 tablespoons. Well, I don't know. I like lime and coconut together. So let's see if I have enough to do 6 tablespoons. I think I do. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is going to be tart. That's why we want to add a little bit of sugar. And again, that's sort of a whoops per your own particular taste. So let's just put like one in there. I don't know why. I'm like, why is this so? Did somebody like you know how you used to steal your parents' liquor and replace it with water? This seems awfully diluted. I don't know. Don't know what to make of that. And then off we go. We're just going to put this on the blender to make it nice and smooth. Get out all the ice. And I will step away from the blender so I don't make your ears bleed. Power. Why isn't it going? Oh, because it's not firmly on. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's just cut up the line. While our concoction blends away, I'm going to have that all weekend. Okay. I'm going to make it look pretty. Some people put like coconut flakes on their rim. I don't think so. I think that's overdoing it a skosh or more. Okay. I'm just going to cut like a nice little half moon wedgie McWedge. And before I get started, did anyone send me this? Somebody sent me this for Christmas. I don't know who. Thank you. I think it's super cool. Disney Parks Drink Recipes book. Ironically and coincidentally, I got the unofficial Disney cookbook for my friend and her 6-year-old daughter. So let me take some quick photos. Yes, I know you would miss the booze, but I think it would be excellent with rum, kind of like a pina colada with coconut and lime juice instead of pineapple. I don't know. And hi, Buster. Happy Friday. Okay, let me retrieve that now. Look here. Okay. Yum. My niece introduced me to this a couple of years ago, and I was like, that is good. That is really good. And in fact, would be, I'm sure, really good with some rum. But again, we're trying to grow. Okay, it's very thick. Let's see, that's the only problem. It's more slushy than not. It's gonna come out. I might have to spoon this out. Oh my God. Heavy. Is it kind of come out? It is there's a lot of liquid in there, but it's more slushy. So let's adjust our plan here. Let's get a little spoon. All right. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. I don't want to touch this ninja blade. It's lethal. Lethal. Ask me how I know. Oops, splash. Okay. And I've been pretty good. Like I said, I've not been perfect in dry January, but that's okay. You can always start anew. Yeah, this is going to be more of like I don't know, I probably should have some fun straws or something like that. Because it's pretty, or put some more coconut milk in it or whatever. Because look at that. It's more like a slushy. I'm going to end up right on my face. I mean, like I can make it look pretty. Let's see. Or try. I mean, you could also probably like grate some lime zest on that. That'd be really good. Okay, let's try it, shall we? Nice little, I am going to be a lady. I'm going to get a spoon. Pretend I'm a lady. Okay, here we go. Limonada de Coco. It's so good. It really is. And but for the fact that you're using coconut cream, which is not going to go easy on the hips. That's good. Try it. Put a little extra of rum in there. Really, really good. If you happen to catch yourself fading away during the long, cold, dark winters, take yourself somewhere else. Imagine that you're somewhere else with a mocktail of sorts, Limonada de Coco from Colombia, or as they say, buen pucheco. I already forgot. I don't know how they speak in Colombian, other than Spanish, of course, but I looked it up. Pacheco. I try. You guys, happy January. I hope you're doing well and staying healthy. And I will talk to you next week. I think I already know what I'm going to make. And, ask your local server if they make any great mocktails. I was out last night, not drinking. And the guy made me what he called sort of like a mocktail paloma. I know he said it had I think it was guava and some grapefruit juice and lime juice. It was delicious. So good. I think you should put a little bit of a salt rim on there, or a tahini rim, but who am I to judge? So, well, thank you so much, Mike. Cheers to you guys. Stay healthy and be happy. And I will talk to you next week. Cheers.